Now to more breakfasts and confabulations in Karnataka. Vasudha Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his deputy DK Shivakumar had what's been described in the media as breakfast 2.0 this morning. Siddaramaiah will be attending an event in Mangaluru tomorrow where he will bump into Congress General Secretary in charge of Karnataka KC Venugopal, and all eyes on that meeting. And many more such meetings may be on the cards, Vasudha, including one in Delhi on the 8th of December.
That's right, Veera. In fact, there was a heartfelt moment when Siddaramaiah said that he is a non-vegetarian, but DK Shivakumar, being a vegetarian, despite that, did arrange a non-vegetarian breakfast for him. That was only heartening moment about this, because there is clearly a deepening fissure between these two leaders, although they have put on this facade of collective unity for the sake of the party and for the sake of the high command that they keep talking about. Well, let's first listen in to reactions, and then we bring in our guests.
Whatever decision we have already taken in the breakfast meeting that I have invited, that we shall, both of us, should listen to the whatever decision taken by the High Command. Whether it is mostly Rahul ji and Sonia ji and Kharge ji. All our MLAs are united. Unitedly will face the opposition.
Breakfast 2.0 meeting is over here in Bengaluru, where we saw the Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar inviting the Chief Minister of the state at his residence to serve that non-veg along with idli. Now all eyes on the kind of words that are gonna get exchanged between the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and KC Venugopal. Now what we are given to understand is that both of these leaders will be as the chief guest in Bengaluru in one of those events therein. So yes, whether both the leaders will manage to find out a time and discuss the whole of this power tussle which is on, because looks like this whole game here in the state is yet not over. Now mainly because we had the DK Shivakumar, the brother of Deputy Chief Minister of the state, coming out to say that at an appropriate time and High Command will take an appropriate decision. Now that itself says a lot of story about the power tussle which is still on there. And on the other side, there are also a set of MLAs who have come before the media to say that it is still expected to happen in the month of January or February or March for that matter, but the leadership change is still on the cards. Now how is that the High Command is going to do this? That is what is crucial for them as well to wait and watch out, but needs to be seen mainly now. The kind of discussion that both the leaders tomorrow will be able to have in Mangalore, basically. With video journalist Govind, Ritu Rajpurohit for NDTV in Bengaluru.
Well, what's the High Command going to do? Journalists seem to have had a ball, Vasudha, with this story, with something or the other breaking every day. Of course, it moves from Natti chicken this morning to perhaps butter chicken in Delhi. That's where the decision has to be taken. Prashant, also join us this evening. But what's the gup you're picking up? I sense that perhaps no decision till mid-2026, or even if there is a decision on a transition later on, it will be effected later and we will know nothing about it at the moment. That's the sense I'm picking up. Vasudha and Prashant, what do you guys pick up?
Well, are you asking me, Veera?
I will go with your break. The 2028 formula. Prashant, I'll just come to you in just a bit. The 2028 formula that you spoke about is clearly in the picture, but we've all been told that January is when Siddaramaiah crosses the Devraj Urs's legacy record of being the longest serving Chief Minister. Then, of course, comes the budget. So clearly the transition will take place at some point. We'll have to wait and see when that happens. But I do feel that DK Shivakumar has been projecting himself as a man of the future, somebody who has aligned himself with the High Command in Delhi, and that's something that I would want to ask Prashant. Prashant, how is the High Command looking at the situation in Karnataka?
Well, Vasudha, two things are clear now after this so long drawn-out power tussle between DKS and Siddaramaiah. First is that the Congress High Command, we were discussing this earlier also, the Congress High Command seems to be in favor of maintaining the status quo for at least a few months from now, looking ahead. Secondly, that the transition of leadership is imminent now. Now, when does it take place? That's the only question. Vida says that it may take place in the middle of next year, or before the assembly election takes place in April, May 2028. That remains to be seen. So two things are clear now. But I get a sense in Delhi and in Congress circle that for the moment it is now it is a foregone conclusion that Siddaramaiah is going to continue as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. DKS will have to wait for a few more months. And secondly, there is also a talk in Delhi's Congress circle that DKS will continue to hold his KPCC chief post for the few months from now. So two things are certain now in Delhi's Congress circle that we are observing.
Right, so multiple possibilities at play. We'll keep a close watch. It's going to be busy times for those who are following this story, unfortunately for us as well, Vasudha, but that's all we have time for on the Southern View this evening.